What's up, everybody? I know it's been a pretty good amount of time since the last time we talked about Dragon Ball Super, but it's about time that we talk about the universe of Evolark. Now, I have a pretty good amount of stuff to say about the stuff pre-Tournament of Power, and I have, surprisingly enough, literal metric tons of stuff to say about the Tournament of Power. So to prevent you from watching a 75-minute video, I figured I'm just gonna go the way of Totally Not Mark and cut it up. So this video we're going to be talking about the universe of Evolark before the Tournament of Power, and next time we will wrap things up with the Tournament of Power. Now, first thing I want to say about this arc, there is a lot of filler in between the Goku Black arc and the universe of Evolark. It is kind of absurd, but I will say I enjoyed seeing Arale. She's always welcome. Who wouldn't want to see more of her as long as possible, you know? Beyond that, once the arc does actually get started, it's kind of absurd to tell me that Goku, I don't care how long it's been since he trained, I don't care how rusty you want to say he is, it's ridiculous that he, first of all, noticed that he'd been shot with a bullet, and second, that it left some sort of visible mark that lasted long enough for Beerus to see it when literal Saiyan Saga Raditz, because that's how long he lived, was bulletproof. And Raditz scales below a Cyberman, so Cybermen would have also been bulletproof. And, you know, here's a short list of things that scale above Cybermen. Literally every character in the show. You know, Vegeta, Nappa, Frieza, Zarbon, Dodoria, Jace, Birder, Raccoon, Goldo, Pui Pui, Kui, Apule, Raspberry, so many characters that should be bulletproof. You would definitely think that a bullet's not going to hurt Goku. But whatever. I mean, I love seeing how they react on Beerus' world. It's all good stuff, especially when they realize that Goku means to go talk to Zeno about a multiverse tournament, and Beerus takes it so seriously that he's threatening to Hakai him. That was pretty cool. The Zeno exhibition tournament thing was cool. I guess I didn't really care. Zeno Expo, I think they call it in the dub. It didn't do too much of anything for me. The gimmicky trio, the Dangerous Three, or whatever they want to call them, they're fine. They don't really stick out to me. Basil, Lavender, and Bergamot, I think, are their names, and I just can't really get attached to any of them. I just think that the arc was serviceable for what it wants to be. Although, Toppo had a pretty cool introduction. I will say that. I like Toppo. The training, though, that takes place in between this tournament and the main tournament don't last long enough at all for what we end up seeing out of these characters. Because I think they get like a day and a half before the tournament starts. And it's just like, I'm just going to throw this out at the very beginning of this. The power scaling for this arc is busted. Do not watch this arc expecting consistency in the power scaling. You won't get it. It's not there. It's non-existent. Don't even hurt yourself trying to think about this stuff. Now, that being said, Boo trains for like an hour and can actually give Goku a run for his money. Now, this is a Goku that has fought Beerus, didn't beat him, but he fought Golden Frieza, he fought Hit, he fought Zamasu and Goku Black, and Majin Buu, who is weaker than Super Buu, is just handling him pretty decently. And it's like, maybe in this like, oh, I trained for a while and now I'm super buff form, he's strong, but he cannot possibly be as strong as Kid Buu. And Goku was, with the help of a Spirit Bomb, able to defeat that Buu. So I just don't understand how Majin Buu, who was probably Super Saiyan 3 in the Buu Saga Goku level, can just, I just don't get it. Goku's been training, Buu hasn't. And you can say that for a lot of what else I'm about to talk about. Krillin beam struggles Super Saiyan Blue Goku and like actually wins for a second. What is up with that? Like, Goku realizes that Krillin is like kind of, you know, pushing him on his back foot, and he just kicks it up into high gear and actually starts winning, and then 18 is able to save him? I wouldn't think she could do that, but we just do whatever. we just do whatever out here. We just do whatever. And you can't use the excuse of, oh man, Goku is simply holding back. You know, of course he's in Super Saiyan Blue, but of course he's not trying as hard as he can. And yeah, I know that he's not trying as hard as he can, but the fact of the matter is, he's using Super Saiyan Blue, which drains an immense amount of energy from him. As they have all, they stay talking about it. It is a huge stamina drain. It is not to be used indiscriminately. You can't just spam Super Saiyan Blue irresponsibly because you will drain yourself. So the fact that he's taking this fight with Krillin so seriously, that he's using Super Saiyan Blue in the first place, how strong are you trying to say Krillin has gotten? Remember at the beginning of Super when Goku punched him and he like nearly fucking exploded, and now just this is what's going on? I just don't get it. Although I do like that Android 18 makes Goku realize that he needs to like think about teamwork in the tournament, because, you know, it's teams and they're going to be fighting as teams sometimes. But the mini arc thing at TN School is it's interesting, I guess. I don't really see how Roshi is strong enough to give Goku any sort of challenge. I know he was using his buff form, and I know that he was being manipulated by that girl's magic, but still, I can't see Roshi, who was fodder in the Saiyan Saga, putting up a fight against Goku at this stage of the storytelling. I just don't see that happening. I can't make that make sense in my mind. Seeing Gohan train so that he could tap into his unleashed potential from the Buu Saga was cool, but the training doesn't even last as long as the ritual by Elder Kai does. So it's like, let's see, trains for 3 years before the androids show up, gets pretty strong, trains for 1 year in the hyperbolic time chamber, and gets stronger than Goku, trains for 7 hours, maybe, and is just Super Saiyan Blue Goku level. And I just don't like... of course I want to see Gohan strive. Gohan's my second favorite unfused character. It goes... I don't know. Sometimes I go back and forth on that, because Future Trunks is really high up there. But sometimes Gohan's my number one favorite, and then I realize what they did to him, and then it becomes Piccolo. Point is, I love Gohan. Of course I want to see him strive. I want to see him do well. But I want it to be earned. I want to see him actually work towards getting that power back that he used to have. I don't want to see it handed to him again, because as much as I love the Ultimate Gohan form, it was gift wrapped and handed to him in the Buu Saga, and I hated that. I don't like that fact about it, but whatever. I like the Oob Easter egg by Dende. When he's taking Goku to go meet Android 17. On the topic of Android 17, how strong do you want to say he is? Because he used to be pretty much on par with Super Namekian and Piccolo, and now is a match for Goku Blue. Goku Blue, Super Saiyan Blue is losing its charm the more we see it used against these fodder characters. I just want to say that they really want us to latch on to Super Saiyan Blue, but at the way that they treat it, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but that's just where I am on that. That's just how I feel. I kind of felt like I was wasting my time with the space poachers. I didn't care about that Minotaur, Mythosaur, Transformers, Beast Wars. I don't remember what the creature was called. I'm sorry. Why is Tien more valuable to the team than Yamcha? Aren't they kind of comparable in strength? Isn't Yamcha stronger than Master Roshi at this point? Like, sure, Roshi's old, he's been training for a long time, but like physical might, I feel like since Yamcha was also training pretty hard for the Android Saga, should be able to do a little something. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't get why they hate Yamcha so much. Now, it was cool in theory to watch Goku and Gohan duke it out again for the first time in, like, what is it for them, 14 years? Maybe even more? But Goku using Super Saiyan Blue on Gohan literally means nothing, considering that he would probably use it on Launch at this point. Like, just everybody's such a threat. Like, somebody breaks into his house, he pops Super Saiyan Blue just because. Like, Yeah, the Kaioken thing is cool, but it's just I don't know. I can't latch onto it. I'm sorry. I guess everyone can just expend all of their energy training for a full day and a half and then just be ready to fight for the full tournament. I get that they may have used Senzu beans, but how many can they get access to that quickly? Because I think Piccolo had like 2. And so it's like, well, clearly not everybody's using them because Piccolo doesn't have that many. So I don't know. I don't get it. And if Elder Kai wanted to awaken Goku's potential, but the ritual would have taken too long, why didn't they just use the hyperbolic time chamber? Vegeta blew it up. Why did Vegeta blow it up? What possible purpose? Vegeta is in there training. Why would he blow it up? How did he blow it? It's a whole dimension. I get that, Piccolo destroyed the door in the Buu Saga, but how do you blow up the whole it's an infinite room in there. There's the door, and then there's the entire infinite room. How do you just blow that up? I don't get it. I don't understand. Also, Buu being asleep for 2 months shouldn't be a problem because you can throw him in the chamber too. Whis can just give birth to children now. Not to say that he's birthing the children, but he's making the child born. He's just pulled it straight out of the Bulma. Just here's your baby girl, and I just okay. I also love how this show has so much love for every main arc villain except for Cell. Because Vegeta, of course, is still alive. He's a main character now. Buu is still alive, and he's a secondary character. Frieza comes back and gets to be a main character for this arc. Cell, been gone for a very long time. Cell has not had a canon return. Frieza has had 3 canon returns, and 2 non-canon returns. Cell had 2 non-canon returns. One was the filler Otherworld tournament, and I think he shows up in GT. Yeah, he shows up in GT with Frieza. And I just don't get, why does this, why, what's this boner for Frieza? I respect him. I respect his role in the context of the show. His character is obviously very important because he destroyed the home planet of our 2 main characters. But why does he keep showing up when he was defeated in 1993? 1982? 1991. And I just don't get why. I don't know. But he shouldn't even be much help in the tournament anyway because he's below Super Saiyan Blue level, which, according to this arc, even Krillin scales to Super Saiyan Blue. So I just don't see the point of Frieza being involved at all. It's just and with Fortune Teller Baba, she just seems like a plot device now and nothing more, which is more of a Dragon Ball franchise problem than strictly Super. Also, on the topic of Fortune Teller Baba, I should probably save this for the Tournament of Power video, but I'm thinking about it right now. Goku turned Super Saiyan 3 twice, and doing that drained all of the time he had on Earth to be alive. He wasn't in that form for very long either time, but Frieza gets to use Golden form multiple times, and at one point for pretty much the entire Tournament of Power. He's using so much energy, and at no point has to go back to Otherworld or go back to Hell. I don't get that. I get that it's 24 hours, but Goku didn't use nearly as much energy fighting Buu, fighting Buu or fighting Vegeta, or demonstrating Super Saiyan 3 for the kids, as Frieza used fighting even Dispo. I honestly think that Frieza fought Dispo harder than Goku fought Vegeta. I don't know. I just think that that's really inconsistent, and I don't like it. I like that moment of Goku reminiscing over his sparring match with Grandpa Gohan. Just any callback to original Dragon Ball that's not ham-fisted or shoved down my throat or too on the nose is really appreciated because a lot of people don't really know too much about OG Dragon Ball, and I have a lot of love for it. So I just like seeing that. The ambush by Universe, whichever universe it was, felt like an utter waste of time, and I just couldn't get into it. Also, how can Frieza just eat Hakai energy, but Zamasu, who is a Kai, a god, and should probably know about the Hakai technique, was just eradicated. Like, you can't say Frieza had time to prepare and Zamasu didn't. When a god of destruction puts the Hakai hand in your face, you probably know what's about to happen. So I don't get it. Even Goku didn't die to the Hakai energy, so maybe Beerus wouldn't have even been able to kill him earlier in the arc after all. I mean, I don't want to talk about... I'm so sorry. I don't want to talk about in the manga where he's like, he has the Hakai, because that's really stupid. But this whole arc felt like padding. Like, I'm talking about like a padded room. I hated this whole thing. And oh yeah, by the way, Goku was lying about the 10 million Zeni he promised to everybody that participated in the tournament, but it doesn't matter, because Bulma could just hand it out to everybody anyway. It was never a problem. Also, does that mean that Bulma never helps out her friends that need money? Like, obviously, nobody's as rich as her. I'm not going to say that, like, Gohan isn't rich, because he's probably very successful. Goku obviously gets money from Mr. Satan. Piccolo doesn't need to eat or anything like that, so he doesn't need money. But, like, what about Yamcha, Master Roshi, Tenshinhan, Yajirobe? Like, she could probably help out her friends every once in a while. I don't know. Also, I kind of wonder what Vegeta would have named Bra if he'd gotten to. Because I used to wonder what Vegeta would have named Trunks, and then I realized it just would have been Vegeta the Fifth, probably. But with Bra, I'm not sure. Like, what vegetable would she have been named after? That's the really important thing. But yeah, I found no part of this arc to be interesting. Even if you go a little bit further, when the Gods of Destruction have their sparring match at the Tournament of Power arena, even that wasn't very cool, because it's just like, oh, characters I've never fucking heard of or seen in action are fighting. Cool. They're like, it's funny because earlier in the series, when Beerus and Champa were having a fight, it was stopped because of the damage that it could have done. But because this is in the world of Void, it's not a problem. But I'm pretty sure that four Gods of Destruction releasing their God of Destruction Hakai energy all willy-nilly like that could have still posed a threat to the world of Void, which I know what you're thinking. It's the world of Void. How could that happen? Well, Goku and Jiren, with their pure energy and nothing else, shook the world of Void. So clearly that world of Void can take damage, and you would think that Gods of Destruction duking it out like that when two of them were eradicating the universe that they lived in, and four of them just weren't kind of doing anything, is a bit of an inconsistency. That's just how I feel about it. Like, this arc is just inconsistencies. I don't get it. It's really frustrating watching this form that completely stole the spotlight from Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God was a huge deal, and we got to see it once, and it didn't get the job done against Beerus. And then it just gets replaced with Super Saiyan Blue, which is just Super Saiyan 1 but blue. And it doesn't get the job done either. It hasn't beaten anybody. Like, I don't remember if Goku was in Super Saiyan Blue when he killed Frieza in the Resurrection F arc. But Super Saiyan Blue didn't help him beat Hit. It didn't help him. He didn't beat Zamasu at all. He didn't, spoiler alert, didn't use it to beat Jiren. So you have this form that you really want us to latch onto. All of the Dragon Ball merch from now on regarding Goku and Vegeta and Gogeta and Vegito will be Super Saiyan Blue, because that's what you want to do. And the Super Saiyan Blue form is just getting less and less mystical the more we see it, because we see it all the time. Like, literally all the time. I don't think we've ever seen any other Super Saiyan form as often as we see Super Saiyan Blue, because it goes base, SS1, SSB. It's like, I just don't get it. Like, why not use Super Saiyan God more? This is becoming a rant strictly about the Super Saiyan forms. But the point is, it's just, the more we see him use his form to no avail, the less consistent the writing is going to become, and as a result, the less interested most fans will be with the writing and the decision making and the storytelling regarding these characters that we all love. Like, we all share that love for Dragon Ball, and that's the reason that we, are so harsh towards Super, because it just doesn't live up to the standards of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, or in my opinion, Dragon Ball GT. But oh boy, just wait till we cover the Tournament of Power. Anyway, this video is sponsored by Kaioken Clothing. If you want, for some reason, you can get Dragon Ball Z merch, you can get Dragon Ball Super merch, you can get My Hero merch, you can get Naruto merch, you can get Demon Slayer merch, it's cool. Like, you can get masks and shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. Just click the link in the description, take you straight to the site, you get free shipping, all kinds of stuff, you get a discount. It's super good, super convenient. Why wouldn't you do it? Don't you love me? Help me, help me, please. Your boy's tired. Anyway, that's it for this time, and I'll see you in the future.